History Walk fashion show was hosted by the History Club in the UTPA Ballroom November 15th. Historical figures were brought to life through fashion from China, India, and around the world, showed by 15 different historical figures. The fashion displayed ranged from 30 BC all the way to the 1970s, and a brief description of each historical figure was given during each model's walk.
It was like my love of history. Like I've always loved it, like looking at the way people do the dresses, and just like I love historical figures, like learning about Napoleon, Marie Antoinette, Elizabeth. Like it was actually me and two friends, we were honestly just studying for a history exam, and I was like, like what if we did like a fashion show, like what if, like if people can see what it's like that, like in the 1700s how they dressed, or like who was like the most crazy like ruler back then and stuff like that. So that's what kind of inspired me, and I'm like a visual learner, so I felt like if people can see like how Napoleon looked, Marie Antoinette looked, how Elizabeth or Henry VIII looked, like I think it would be a really cool and interesting way for people to look at history. Like I think it's a nice way for them to see it.
The UTPA Theater Department provided costumes and makeup for the show. Some of the outfits were straight out of the History Club members' closets.
Majority of them came from the drama department here in Pan Am, and a lot of creativity went into, like, for example, like the costumes and stuff like that. Research, you have to know about these like figures and how they did their hair, how they did makeup, whether they put makeup on, so they helped us out a lot. Like for example, that Marie Antoinette wore, or like the dress, or Genghis Khan's costumes, like those, like they all came from the drama department. But like for example, like Shah Jahan and then Empress Wu, like they came from like our friends' own like closets and stuff like that.
The secretary of the History Club hopes the audience walked away with a more colorful understanding of how fashion can be a history lesson.
Well, hopefully, like, in a way, like a small history lesson. Maybe they learned something about, like a historical figure they didn't know before. And so that's what I feel like. I hope that they got out of it. And then, like, just an enjoyment to see history.
For more information about the History Club at UTPA, click on the links in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to the Pan American YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. For the Pan American, I'm Talisa McVea.